Hello friends, Baltmatrix here, and today we're taking a look at, well, I think this is a Dash 66 figure. Specifically, it is Universal Century's Hygogg. Now, I picked this thing up at my local bookstore. Yeah, I know. That bookstore that still exists and is selling Gunpla for some reason. Also, there were the Mega Man Dash 66 figures that I've already reviewed there as well. They had all of those. Now, this box is a little bit bigger than a Titans Returns Legends class figure and is just about the same size as a Titans Returns. I'm sorry. No, yes, I was right. Titans Returns or Power of the Primes or whatever. Quake. Sorry if I seem a little salty. I'm getting really tired of trying to remember all of these different sublines. Let's open this sucker up. So I went with the Hygogg as opposed to any of the other guys on the back. We've got the Zeta Plus, the X, and the Hygogg. I went with the Hygogg because I like the Hygogg, and I wanted a not Gundam. I wanted something a little different. So we've got runners. This is more of a model kit than the Mega Man Dash series. As you can see, we've got all of these pieces and components. So we're going to be cutting stuff off runners, and our directions are in there. But I am noticing one thing that I don't like right off the top of the bat. There's no gum, there's no candy. Bad, Bandai, bad. Give me my sweet treat. I really wanted the B mobile suit, which is this one down here, but they only had the A, so I'm going with that. The only difference between the two is, well, look at the fingers, or the talons. A has the straight talons, and the B has the open talons, like its hands are splayed on the ground. That's what I wanted, and that's the way I was going to pose it, but they only had the A, so that's the one I went with. So for this build, the only thing you would need really is a pair of snips that are nice and sharp, and a hobby knife, of which I don't have right now, but it'll be fine. One thing to note about the arm sections is that you get two, and the one arm is stuck in a pose. It's not movable, it doesn't have any ball joints or anything. The other arm does, which is weird. So these things are about $8 a pop, so you might want to pick up two if you want two bendy arms. At this point in the review, I was going to walk through the build process of this little model kit, but after reading the comments on my pick in the community tab, I realized that many of you have no idea of what this thing is, or have even ever heard of this mobile suit. So let's learn a little bit about it, shall we? The MSM-03C Hygogg is a mass-produced amphibious mobile suit that first appeared in the Mobile Suit Gundam 0080 War in the Pocket anime. It is an evolution of the MSM-03 Gog, which was introduced by Zeon towards the end of the 1-Year War. The 1-Year War is when the original Mobile Suit Gundam 0079 took place. The Gog was the first true amphibious mobile suit, but suffered from some really big problems. A quick summary of those to spare some time is it was underpowered, it had an underpowered generator, it had very limited armament, and it was super slow on land. Like molasses slow. The Hygogg was designed from scratch and outperformed its predecessor in every single way. It's oddly sleeker and faster in the water. Its power generator is 2.5 times more powerful. It's disturbingly fast on land, and its weapons are more flexible and way more powerful than the original. Also, it can be equipped with an additional jetpack and hand missile pod for even more destruction flexibility. And on top of all this, it also looks way cooler. So if you have a chance, I would strongly recommend going over to the Gundam Wiki and reading up more about this unit. Also, check out some clips over on YouTube or wherever you can find them to see this sucker in action. Now, one little thing that I did not include is that not many of these units were built at the end of the 1-Year War or in the beginning of 0080 War in the Pocket. So there weren't that many in use in the early days. The mold the design, has gotten a lot more life recently over the past couple of years. A lot more model kits have come out. We've seen some really good high-grade versions, a couple of master-grade kits,
and just more of this unit in general. It's a supreme, awesome looking kit, and definitely worth picking up if you can. If you've never built a model before or a gunpla before, I highly recommend picking up the high grade or the 1/144 model. I've actually got that kit that was released, I want to say like 2 years ago, and it's really good. It takes forever to build though, but it's really cool and definitely worth getting if you really like this mold. So let's go ahead and move on to the rest of the review.
Alright, final assembly time. First, we've got the legs here, and then we are going to take the main body and attach these little coverings. These coverings are going to go pointing towards the legs. They will slide in on these little cross sections. They will peg into place. That does require a bit more force than I thought. And then we just plug the ball joints in. 1 and 2, and we have ourselves a Hygogg. One of my favorite original, or one of my favorite OG units. What I mean by OG is, well, original generation, or in this case, the Universal Century. One of the original Universal Century water units, the Hygogg. Detailing is pretty good. The whole thing's blue, so I can't really get away with that, or get away from that. The missiles and the beam cannon in the chest, or in the tummy, work well. You got a single eye there. The arms work okay. That arm is upside down, or that hand is upside down. I would have preferred having both arms posable, as opposed to what we've got, where we've got the left arm, or one of the arms is posable and the other arm is just static. Would have really liked to have seen more posability in the one arm. Oh well. Size-wise, it's small. It's pretty tiny. So I've got a Legends class figure here that I'll compare it to that's a little bit mistransformed. So here is Pounce from, well, it's a Legends class Pounce. He's smaller than that. He's roughly the same size as a Sharkticon. See, roughly the same size, maybe just a smidge bigger. This little thing is super cool. I would love to get more of the aquatic or strange Xeon mobile suits in this line. This is super neat. I like this thing a lot. I'm really tempted to run back to that bookstore and pick up another one just so I can have a second bendy arm. I think I might actually do that. Posability, other than the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ball joints, or joints in the one arm, there is some torso articulation, or torso swivel, and then a ball joint in the hip, bend at the knee that isn't great, and then a ball joint in the ankle, and then there is a ratchet in the ankle that allows you to extend the ankle a little bit. I mean, the detailing is so good that they detailed at the bottom of the feet, for crying out loud. It's really cool. It is really cool. I'm very much tempted to pick up more of these from the Gundam side. Now, one thing I would love is A, as I've said, more joints on the other arm, and B, I kind of wish it was bigger. If it was maybe around the scale of a 144 class figure, or even, I don't know, maybe a 200 or a 160 class figure, that would be really cool. So just to, double the height. So maybe actually make it as tall as the Legends class figure and scale everything up a little bit. That would be awesome. And then add a couple of, I would say add a couple of stickers, but good grief, where would you put them? Too tiny. This thing's really cool. I picked it up in Barnes & Noble, my local Barnes & Noble. It's available online in a bunch of different retailers. So if you can find it, it's worth picking up because it's a lot of fun. Thank you so much for watching this little video. I enjoyed making it. I enjoyed building this little dude. Let me know what you think of the figure down in the comments. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Hit that bell so you know when a new video is up. As always, I am Baltmatrix, and I will catch you next time.